to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On play action, Allen. And he rips that one incomplete there.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. First and 10, Willis. His throw is going to be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. His defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. they exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run on first down. McMillan, and some room to work. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. McMillan. And a short gain here down to the 22. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Second down and goal. Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as a defender, if you're going with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here we go, set.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll lead to 39 here for a first. This is third down. Willis now off of play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Willis will look to pass again here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play action, Willis. And incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Willis to throw once more. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Yeah, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion But give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
On second down now, McMillan. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's got Pierce. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Pierce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Willis looking to throw on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Here's Willis. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready, set.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 tight ends up front here. Third and goal.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
Walker once more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, tight.
Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, McMillan, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen off the play fake. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alec Pierce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers get a bit closer. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, All those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Willis, quick slant to Brown. Finding room at midfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
To try again after the sack. Willis over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. In motion goes the tight end.
Alert! Alert! Roll! 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 Check! 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 Street! Street!
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great
long. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Allen going to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Allen. And now here's another interception. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now Willis to throw.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
Isaiah Likely
From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
65 yards, 65 yards. 19, 5 years. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Willis will try and throw for this.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
On play action, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. for a Panther touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Panthers 40. Panthers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Right back to him on first down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On play action, Allen. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Packers. Gerald Everett, 57 yards.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll run on first down. McMillan.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by Pierce.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, McMillan. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on second and 13. Allen over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On second down, McMillan. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To the air, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
Going deep for Walker. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Allen.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now a handoff up the middle. McMillan. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Chris Godwin
from 19 yards away.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
From his end zone, Willis complete to Likely.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. On target to his man, likely. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Willis looking to pass it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They'll run on 1st down. McMillan.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Allen. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Willis, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Panthers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
Hey, check it, okay, I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers, go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now I was just at Fridays, was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Then West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a